Yeah, you don't need to ask me for this anymore. Keep on going, bud. Don't you delete my system. Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing okay today. I'm getting ready to try to set up Claude Code for the first time on my Mac here, and I've taken some notes about how I think I'm going to get it done. I'm going to use these two references, the Ollama integration Claude Code page and the Claude Code setup page itself, and I did some research into some of the things it says that we need to do to get Ollama running and where we need to do them. I've put all the notes together here on the left, and I'll post these to the video as well. Then I've got this task that I'm going to try to get Claude Code to do, and I might see what different models say can be done with it at the end, because I've got, the GPT OSS, that latest GLM-4.7-Flash. I've got NVIDIA's Nemotron, and then I've got the Quen coder. I don't know if that one's right. Let me check real quick. Ollama LS. I can see what all models I have installed right now, and I have Quen 3 coder, so I need to change this. That should be Quen 3 coder. Save. Alright, so, and then I have some other ones too if I want to try like DeepSeek, since I've done these things recently, so, or not recently I guess, but I'm going to go ahead and try to go through some of these steps to get Claude installed and see how it works. The first thing is the setup page. If I go to the setup Claude page, it has information, the native install, the homebrew, and I guess if you're using Windows you can use winget, but I'm going to go with the Mac install here, copy that, and I'm going to go to my terminal here. I'm going to paste it, I'm going to run that. Setting up. Installation complete. So now we've got to do these other steps. So if I go to the Claude Code page, it said to do the same install, but I wanted to go directly to the source, make sure that there was nothing different at this point, because things change really quick, Let's see, usage with Ollama. Ollama launch Claude to configure without launching. Oh, look at this. So let's try this. To configure without launching versus Ollama launch Claude. Let's try Ollama launch Claude. I haven't seen this as an option yet. Good thing I went to the website. I was going to go enter these things by hand, but let's see if I do the quick setup if something else happens. Alright, let's try it out. We will go paste Ollama launch Claude, select model for Claude Code. Let's go with the GLM-Flash latest. Launching Claude Code with GLM-4.7. Claude is not installed. Oh, I think it's because I need to quit this terminal and relaunch it, because whenever I installed Claude, it would have probably put something in my environment variables, and this terminal doesn't know about those yet. So I'll close that. We'll quit out of terminal. Go back into terminal. Oh, I double click, or I didn't double click, but I used two fingers to click on it and went to quit. That's how I did that. Alright, so let's try it again. So we're gonna go Ollama launch. Oh, it's on my clipboard, right? Let's see. Paste. Ollama launch Claude. Launching. Error. Claude is not installed. What? What if I just run Claude directly? ZSH command not found Claude. Set it. Installed successfully. Let's just try it again. Let's paste. Do it. What's this? Setup notes. Claude Code successfully installed. Location local bin Claude. Run Claude help to get started. Native installation exists, but local bin is not in your path. Echo this. Let's try this now. Copy this. Put that back with this. Okay, and that's if not already in local path. And then we will run that command, so we'll paste, then we'll echo that. Permission denied. Let's try sudo paste. Still permission denied. Alright, let's try doing it by hand then. Let's go, that's why I had this here. Let's see if we can save if I do it this way. There's this .zsh file in the home directory on the Mac. What we want to do is edit that zshrc file to put the things that we need, the exports, and apparently this export path equals thing. So let's run the Codium command. I installed Codium recently in place of Code, so it looks a lot like VS Code, but it's VSCodium instead. So what we're going to do in here, in our zshrc file, is put the, I guess we could put them all in there, but let's just try this. So we want to put this export, oh wait, no we don't. Where's path? Export path equals this, else that stuff. Okay, so that's the conda setup that's already in the way. So we'll put this export path equals everything, and then the path again. We'll say that goes here. We'll say that's to add local. Kind of makes me think I should have done the brew install, but that's okay. Just, oh, I cannot save here either. Retry as sudo. Ah, looks like it took that time. So we'll close this terminal down. Then we'll try which Claude. It found one. Okay. So now let's go back and try the Ollama launch Claude command. See if it fills in the things that we need. Okay, it worked. Now we're in Claude. We can choose our theme. I'm going to stick with dark mode. Claude can make mistakes. You should review Claude's responses, especially running code. Due to prompt injection risks, only use it with code you trust. Do I trust myself? That's a big ask. For the optimal coding experience, enable the recommended settings for your terminal. Option plus enter for new line and visual bell. No, maybe later with terminal setup, or yes, use recommended settings. Let's use recommended settings. Do you trust files in this folder? I do, but that's not the folder I want to be in, so let's exit. Now we want to go into the workspace, I believe, and there's this. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so let's see where I put, scratch dupe removal. That's where I want to go. So we've got Claude installed, and we may have it pointed to the Flash that we need. We're going to test it with these things down here, and if it doesn't work, we can go back and see what's missing. Okay, so we'll go here first. No such file or directory. No? Uh-oh. What have I been doing? No, it's right there. Copy path. Paste. Go to this path. There you go. What was wrong before? Oh, workspace isn't in there. I see. This needs workspace. I'll get it right one of these days. So now we're in the dupe removal. I think that means that I always want to use... Well, let's try Claude without it. See if it works or not. Yes. Terminal app would like access to files on a network volume. Doesn't feel like a network volume. Don't allow that. Alright, so it says we're on Sonnet. That doesn't sound right. Let's exit. Alright, so let's try Ollama launch Claude. Now it says we're on GLM-4.7-Flash, and it didn't say that we needed to connect to the network. That's interesting. Let's see what happens if I run model. Oh, it doesn't have my other models listed. That's okay. Alright, escape. Can you see the files in this workspace? And we can see what it's doing. Let's launch another terminal window. New window. Oh, what's it say there? Error, API error, failed to initialize model. This model uses a wait format that is no longer supported. Please re-download. Oh, interesting. Escape. Exit. So I guess what that means, Ollama ls, Ollama pull, GLM 4.7-Flash latest. And I'm doing that because it's the one listed up here that we were trying to use previously. And I think if I run Ollama pull, it will update the model. So once it's done with this, we will try it again, see if we get better luck with our Claude. I think I'd rather be able to just launch Claude. I don't feel like I should have to run Ollama launch Claude each time. That doesn't feel right. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me go back. Let's go back while it's thinking about downloading that one. To configure without launching. Quick setup, manual setup. Okay, so this manual setup looks a little different than it did. So let's put all three of those back into the setup. Looks like there's something different there. Let's put them down here. This stuff moves fast. Okay, so auth token and API key being nothing. Interesting. All right, we'll keep those there. Still gonna be thinking about that. I guess we can go, let's go try while we're waiting. Let's put those into our zshrc file. Save that, retry as sudo. Okay, close that window. This one can keep downloading. It doesn't need to know about the new stuff. Then we'll open a new window. Go back to that dupe removal. I'm gonna hit Command Shift left so I can select everything back to the top of that line. Paste here. Go back to dupe removal. Let's try launching Claude directly. Okay, now it's in Sonnet. That's it, right? Model. Nope. Escape all that. Exit. Claude dash model. Let's go back here. Claude dash model, and then the name of the model. The name of the model was... Oh, but it's downloading the new one. I should probably wait. That's probably what's going on. Once it's ready, we will try running this with that command. Claude -- model GLM-4.7-Flash latest. I wonder if that means I need to update the other models too to be recognizable. This doesn't work either. I can always keep launching using the Ollama launch Claude. Wouldn't be the end of the world if I did that. It doesn't make me happy, but it doesn't make me overly sad. Alright, now I think it needs to verify. Digest them SHA-256s. Good job. Let's try it again. Okay, now it says that we're in the right thing. Can you see the files in this workspace? Recombobulating. Alright, let's see if it's doing stuff. If we run Ollama ES. Oh, it did launch. It's doing stuff. And it's using 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's good to know. Its context window looks like it's set to 131,072. Let's let it combobulate away. Oh, look at that. It's got tokens. It's bashing. Okay. This is interesting. Yes, I can see the files in this workspace. The directory contains 2 subdirectories, LLM thoughts and workspace. Is that right? Let me go in there and see. I don't remember what's even in that folder. Let's go back. Oh, it does. Okay, so we've got LLM thoughts and workspace. Okay, so nothing in LLM thoughts. Okay, let's hit this. So if we go Shift Tab, we go to Accept Edits On. If we hit Shift Tab again, we go to Plan Mode. So here in Plan Mode, I want to tell it what my plan is. I need to categorize the root folders of duplicates in the, I'm going to put the @ workspace local HHT duplicate. So I hit the down arrow and tab. Oh, and tab again. Let's say I need to categorize the root folders of duplicates in local HHT duplicates so I can determine which duplicates I want to move to an archive folder and which version of the files. That should be argid. I'm sure it's, oh no, which version of the files. Okay. I want to move to an archive folder and which version of the files is good to leave in place. Without revealing any of the folder paths or file names, can you please help me put together a plan to accomplish this? Think away. Puzzling. Go to it. Local model. Let's see if we can see what all it's spinning up in the background too. Because I'm both recording and doing the thing here. So Ollama's using a lot of RAM. What's thinking? There it goes. Error reading file. That's puzzling. There you go, you found it. Good job. Oh, that's interesting. I'm in Claude Code in the dupe removal folder, but whenever it did its search, oh, well, whenever it did its search right there, it did it from the root to find it again from the workspace. Not the root, the home folder. Oh, okay, let's see. What criteria should determine which folder version you want to keep and which to archive? By source location, by recency, by file naming convention, custom rules. I think by source location, keep files in the pictures folder, archive phone copy, or keep the main source in archive backups. Yes. Do you want an automated solution or would you prefer to manually review and decide? Generate a script that automatically identifies and categorizes duplicates based on your criteria? Manual review, generate analysis that lists duplicates with suggestions and you manually decide to move. Interactive prompts, automate with an approval step before moving. Or type something else. Let's see. I want to first generate a script with the consolidated options for what to archive or keep. So like there is, let's see if I can find a good subsection of this. So what we have, let's say we've got pictures. How do I want this to work? This is the other thing. So I'm trying to get a plan, but I also need to know what I want to tell it to do. So let's take this one. So I'll say, so like for, and I'll put a backtick and I'll paste. And I'll put another backtick. So I'm skipping all the ones that it's asking me about here. Let me see if I can expand this a bit. Alright, so it's asking for the process. Do you want an automated solution or would you prefer to manually review and decide? Automated scripts, generate a script that automatically identifies and categorizes duplicates based on your criteria. Manual review, generate analysis that lists duplicates with suggestions and you manually decide what to move. Interactive prompts, automate with an approval step before moving files. So I'm giving it a fourth option that I typed in myself and I'm using a screenshot, or not a screenshot, but I'm using a snippet of what's in the file right now. Let's go back and read what I'm going to tell it. I want to first generate a script with the consolidate options for what to archive or keep. Select their, oh, I've got that twice. Let's see if I can go back. I guess I should really have typed this up before I went out here to do this, but that's okay. We'll just go slowly but surely up the line. I want to first generate a script with the consolidate option for what to archive or keep. So like for the phone copy and the movies uncategorized movies, I would want to know that I have duplicates in phone copy and movies uncategorized movies, so I can decide which folders are the important ones to keep in groups rather than file by file. If we can make a script that extracts all folder paths in aggregate and how the duplicates tie them together, I can ask for a new script with the move commands to move them all to an archive folder. What should the output be? Script that outputs the keep archive decision for each duplicate group, move files, or both. Just the CSV for now. Submit answers. Let's hope I didn't give it too much to think about there. Alright, holding steady at 32 gigabytes. Birding. I will give this some time. We'll see what it comes up with. Oh, let's see what it says here. I can see the CSV structure. It contains duplicate file groups with group ID, file name, folder size match. Each group ID represents a set of duplicates across different root folders. Before I create a detailed plan, I need to understand your criteria for categorization. And then I gave it some answers to things that we went over. And it's gonna crunch on it. I like how it keeps track of the tokens and the time that's going on. It's pretty nice. Let's go look at what's going on in the activity monitor. Go to the CPU and GPU. Let's see GPU usage, Ollama, and OBS Studio. It might go faster if I wasn't also doing the recording on this box, because at the moment I tried to do it to my old Bezai laptop using the same capture card Elgato 4K thing, and it gave me a much lower resolution whenever I tried to plug it in. I can't tell if it's because that system has a really old USB interface and can't get the full resolution, or if it's a driver issue. It had me start up OBS Studio in safe mode, which may have had something to do with it. Instead of getting too caught up in troubleshooting all that, I just decided to do everything from this box. Now I have a clear understanding. You want a script that parses the CSV and groups duplicates by group ID, aggregates unique folder paths per duplicate group, identifies which folders are main versus backup, outputs a CSV report with keep archive decisions for each folder. Yes, I like it. Updated plan. I've created the plan. Here's a summary. Goal: create a script to categorize duplicate folders from local HDD duplicates.csv and generate a CSV report showing which folders should be kept versus archived. Output duplicate folders report into the workspace. That's okay. We're going to output group ID, list of all folders in each duplicate group, keep archive decisions, key functionality, parse, aggregate, categorize folders as keep or archive, flag mixed unknown cases for manual review, file structure, new scripts, output. Oh, to be a Pi? Interesting. Do I have a way to run a Pi script? Could it be a bash script? Could you do it as a bash script that puts the output into, let's put it back into here. Alright, I'll put it back to no paste. It was always going to put it out as a CSV, right? Let's see, output report. Alright, it's thinking about it. I like using a plan, because had I just asked it to start doing something, I may not have thought through some of these decisions that it's asking me about and that I'm making. And I think it's important too, because sometimes you can ask it to do stuff and it'll run off in the wrong direction the whole time, and then you won't know until you come back and look. But if you get a plan that you're good with, it might be easier to say, good, go, you know? But we'll see how it works. Okay, there it goes. Prestidigitating away. Still thinking. Think, buddy, think. Nope, there it goes. Good. So let's see what it says. Updated the plan, now specifies bash script, output, same categorization, good, good. Create a bash script, input file, output file, sounds good. Implement plan, create scripts, analyze duplicates. I'm wondering if it's gonna, well, we'll see where it puts everything. Workspace, scripts, analyze, please treat. As the main workspace. Let it keep on thinking about it for a little bit longer. Want to get the plan right. Don't want to end up with files in a bunch of weird places at the end of this. Levitating. Alright, it's got a new plan. Oh, the specify bash script still doesn't make it look like it's going to try to put it in the right place, but we'll see. We'll let it keep on thinking. Main workspace, yes. Input file, cool, cool, yes. Still levitating. It would be nice to know like exactly how much of the context I'm using by this point. Oh, there we go, okay. Ready to code? Here is Claude's plan. Create a bash script to analyze workspace that and produce that. Main workspace, input file, output file, implement plan. Let's see if it ends up putting it in the right place. I don't really want to argue with it too much more. Keep folders, archive folders, mixed unknown folders. If folder name contains known backup pattern, archive. Folder contains known main pattern, keep. Otherwise require manual review flag. Critical files, yep. Output is duplicate analysis. And then to run it, verify output file exists. Once the report is reviewed and approved. Yeah, okay, let's try it out. Auto accepts. So now it's going to clear the context. Well, okay, we're not going to do that yet. Let's copy, because what the other part that I was interested in was having each of them do it. And I don't think it's easy to keep track of Claude's plan. Like I think it writes it to a file, but finding it, it's like an oddly named file. So let's put LLM thoughts, new file. This is the GLM-4.7-Flash plan.md. And we'll paste that in there. Save it, and then you can see if you click on that there, puts it back in a nice markdown format to read later on. So we've saved our plan, and yes, we're gonna clear and let it do its thing. Good luck to us all. Hopefully it doesn't accidentally try to delete my whole drive, because I know that's happened to people before doing these weird things. I gotta be careful whenever it says rmrf/, be like, no, don't do that. Or format C:. Of course, format C: wouldn't work, and it'd be like, that was dumb, good try. It'd be like, I almost got you. Look at it go. I'll start by exploring the workspace to understand the input file structure, then implement the analysis scripts. Let me also check the total number of rows. I have the CSV structure. Now let me create the scripts directory. Let's see. Oh, it put it in there. Oh, thank goodness. I was wondering where I was going to put the scripts folder. We'll see what it does. And we can watch it too. That's the other nice thing. I like having Claude open in one session and having the code open in another session, so I can kind of watch along and see what it's doing whenever we do stuff. But we will do this. We will save the scripts. We'll see what the scripts output looks like, and then we may try to do the same thing with the GPT OSS or the Nemotron models and see how those all work with Claude as well. Oh, look at it go. It put an analyze duplicates.sh in there. Let's see if it tries to run it. It should be able to verify itself. I didn't see that in the plan though. I should have asked it before. Oh, look at that. It put a thing out there. I wonder if any of that works. That's so cool. All right, let's see what it says. Bash command, give execution permissions to analyze duplicates.sh. Let's see, it's not doing any RFs in here, is it? Workspace directory is the scripts back to the workspace. This all sounds kind of weird, but that's okay, as long as it works. It doesn't need to, like, I guess I'm not writing this to be a generic dupes analyzer, although I could, and in that case, you know, that'll be a separate discussion for me and Claude to have. Let's try yes. Do you want to proceed? Chmod and bash? Try it out. Syntax error at line. Ooh, good try, good try. All right, well, keep on working so you get that thing fixed there, buddy. I'm glad it has this endpoint loop that it can use to figure out what it needs to do. But at the same time, it's not like Claude Opus or Claude Sonnet or Claude Haiku, so we'll see if we get it confused enough to get stuck in an infinite loop somewhere. From just looking at the file, I thought it looked fine. Maybe not. Okay, so it changed the analyze file. Maybe as it works through this, it'll get closer and closer to the right answer. Yes, and don't ask again for similar commands in user workspace scratch dupe removal. Yes, it's okay in that folder, because that one doesn't do a chmod, that's just the bash. Yeah, let's do it. I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, okay. Exit code 2, declare -a invalid option. Interesting. Keep on going. I don't know what's in there. I kind of know what's in there, but not really. It's got some patterns that we talked about from the plan. It's got a categorize folder method. It's got the process where it's going to echo out the group IDs and decisions. I think it's on its way. It just needs to keep on working within itself to figure out the right way to do this. How you doing over there? Still doing the same thing? Yep. Let's check over here. 65% GPU. Perhaps I should stop the recording and only come back whenever we are ready to do stuff. Changed it again. Yeah, you don't need to ask me for this anymore. Keep on going, bud. Don't you delete my system. Oh, the script ran successfully. There is one out there. Let's see it too. Local duplicate analysis. Look at that. It's got thing. Cool. I'm not going to look too close. Read scripts. Concocting. I see the issue. Okay, let's see. Contains subdirectories that don't match the main backup patterns. The regex should only look at the folder base name, not the full path. Okay, keep on going. The model that we're using right now, let's pull up a new tab, is the model's GLM-Flash. We're using this one because comparing it to GPT OSS, I don't know what each of these benchmarks mean, but this AIM25 is slightly better than GLM-Flash, but then you look at the other scores and you can see that the rest of it's a little bit higher on the GLM side. That's why I'm choosing it. You can also see Quen 3. Now, I'm not really doing much browser comp stuff, I don't think, but the other things as well. This is a good choice of free LLMs to try this with, and it's still concocting. Let's see, did I close? Oh, I closed it. Let's go back to look at the script again. I'm going to let it keep going. I'm going to stop the recording, and I may come back later to do more recording at the end, and that'll give it a bit more resources to process away on this problem. I hope that you learned something interesting here, and I hope I did too. It's done. Let's see what it did. Let's scroll up a little bit. It ran the scripts and it found issues with the scripts. If we go back up to the top, I think it started with some errors, and then after that it started running the script and reading the output and then deciding that the output needed more work. So it ran the scripts, it was going to verify it, sees issues with it, goes in and changes the bash script, runs it again, verifies, says it's working. Looks like there are other things, like the manual was set for everything, so then it went back and made more changes. Ran it, verified it, script is working now. It put in the things that need to be archived, the things that need to be kept, and the things that are manual. This gives me something that I can go back and read through to see what's going on. So let's see down here, script is working. Here's a summary. Duplicate analysis script complete. Files created, the analyze the statistics. So we're keeping 10,000 folders and archiving 2,700, almost 2,800 folders. And then there are 9,100 unknowns. I guess now I need to go through and analyze that new file that it created and see what our next step is. The next phase mentioned is the plan to create a second script that reads duplicate analysis and executes mv commands to move archive folders to an archive directory. Let me know when you'd like to proceed with that. So it's going to help me next time, but not this time. I mean, it could. We could keep on going, but I'm going to take some time to analyze this duplicate analysis file. Let's see. So it's saying I'm keeping these. I think that makes sense. And I think what I might do is move things and then run the duplicate again over things that I don't move. I'm not sure what this is. Requires manual review. Manual unknown. So I may have to go back and analyze this file compared to the other file. But it gave me something. This is the start of my project. So I'll just keep on working on it. And some of it I may show, but this is the workflow that Claude offers now. It's a new tool in the tool belt and a new way to get code. Actually, let's go see what the code does. So it wrote out a 107-line script. That doesn't seem too big. Figure we might be able to read this by hand. So it gets the scripts directory, I guess, based on what it is currently. Actually, I'm not sure. What is it? What happens if we run this? Copy, paste. ZSH permission denied. That doesn't seem good. Let's try this then. Alright, we'll try echoing out what it thinks that script directory is. Okay, cool. Thinks it's users Austin. That's interesting. Oh, because I'm not in the folder. I need to be in the scripts folder, I suppose. Let's go there. So we'll copy that path. We'll cd space, paste, go there, rerun the other command. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, that's the directory we would expect it to be in. Cool. So we could debug by hand, we could ask it to keep working on it, and we could also read the whole thing to try to understand what it's doing. All those things are beyond the expectations for this video. So I'm going to end it there and say I hope that y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.